we should start about 2.5 years ago, right here.
When you up in the ring with a real fighter, when you in for a real fighter, that's what it's all about, man.
No bother, no bother. Listen, anytime, any place, anywhere, I'll fight you in your back garden like I done Klitschko. I'll beat you, you bum. You're a bum.
Well, that might not have been a good idea.
You know, it's all. We already know this is just an act, baby. You're not a real fighter. This is an act. I don't play this. I don't play this. As you can see, baby, I don't play this, man. This is just an act that you're doing. You should be an actor. But when we do step in this ring, this ain't wrestling. This ain't the WWE, baby. When you do step in this ring with me, if you do, because this could have been done a long time ago, you can run around like you're a preacher and all that you want, but baby, I promise you, when you step in the ring, I will baptize you.
That was January the 16th of 2016. Right now, August the 13th, 2018, in just 4 days, Tyson Fury will be taking on his toughest challenge yet in Francesco Pianeta. And the reason why I say it's his toughest challenge is because nobody's talking about him. They're not mentioning him in any type of way, shape, or form. You know, it's just Deontay Wilder's going to be there. For example, Deontay Wilder will be there commentating on the fight this weekend. In the United States, it's going to be on Showtime. I think it should be common knowledge among hardcore boxing fans that we saw this coming. You know, we saw that Showtime has been picking up Frank Warren BT Sports fights that are relevant to what they're doing on Showtime. For example, they've picked up Tyson Fury versus Sefery, whatever the hell this guy's name was. It was Tyson Fury's first comeback fight in, 2.5 years. And he did what he was supposed to do. He got the stoppage. The only thing I didn't like, and a lot of people are kind of frustrated about it too, is like that playful shit. You know, it's getting a little too old. You see what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm all for the fact that he's a showman and he's an entertainer, and I'm the biggest Tyson Fury fan in the States that you can probably imagine. No bullshit, because I've been covering him and I've been asking for his fights to be televised over here in the States for years now. I even said years ago, to toot my own horn, that he would beat Vladimir Klitschko, even though it was a nasty, ugly. A win is a win. A lot of people are in pure denial. They don't want to believe that Wilder versus Fury is going to happen if Tyson Fury wins this weekend. The writing is all over the wall. It's everywhere. The fighters are talking about it. Nobody else is being lined up for both of the opponents, meaning Wilder and Fury. Wilder, if he doesn't fight Fury, has to fight Dominic Breazeale. He told Dominic Breazeale he was going to cripple him in front of his kids or some old crazy shit like that. But then again, he's been known to say some crazy shit. A lot of people have been saying, man, you know, Wilder's immature. You know, how could you say some shit like that? Listen, it's boxing. Lennox Lewis didn't have no kids at the time, but Mike Tyson was going to eat him. He bit him on the ankle. He bit Holyfield's ear off. This is boxing, so trash talk and crazy ass antics, it's a part of the sport. So you can be all like, he's a monster. Why would he say some shit like that? Pull the sand out of your minge, all right? It's been going on throughout the history of eternity. People talking crazy shit, and they probably don't really mean it. It's not like he's going to just really be like, he going to knock fucking Dominic Breazeale out and then fucking pick him up like Bane, you know, did Batman, and just snap his back and say, look, boy, your father. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. A lot of people feel, including myself, a little smidget, that maybe this is too soon for Tyson Fury to fight a Deontay Wilder. But yet, in boxing, you have to dare to be great. It's been happening. Nobody thought Pacquiao versus De La Hoya was going to happen, especially at some motherfucking, 145 or 147 or some shit, crazy shit, man. Especially doing his cocaine and drinking and drag days, you know. But in regards to Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence, he's trying to be great. Tyson Fury feels he is the number one heavyweight in the world, and at one point in time, after he beat Klitschko, he was. So now this is like the return of the king, the return of the Mac to get his belt back. You know? I feel this. It's a 50-50 fight because Tyson Fury, even in out of shape Tyson Fury. Now, how much did he weigh for this fight? Let's go look it up. I believe it was 267, 276. When he was in the ring, as you can see how thin he was when he confronted Deontay Wilder for the Klitschko fight, he was 247. That's about the lowest he's ever been. He's been about 230 something before, right? Early? No, he's never have. So 247 is the lowest. He's 245. But you can say that's the best shape he's been in his professional, championship contending career. So if he was 276, I would imagine that he ain't been fooling me. For example, he wore a T-shirt. Now, boxing and mixed martial arts, right, is the only sport where we look at like a men's physique and we be like, yeah, he's in motherfucking good shape. We be looking at the weight like, oh, he had to get naked up there. He ain't gonna make that weight. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. But, it's just weird how it's like that. For example, like you ever go to the gym and you be pissed off, you be going to the motherfucking back to go fucking, wash your hands. Or I never take showers in gyms. I just couldn't do it. Luckily I've lived close to them. And I'm not seeing, for the few times I go to the gym a month, we still get in there. But anyway, like you just don't be looking at other dudes. But when it comes to weigh-ins, man, and weight, for example, I noticed that Tyson Fury's got this thing like where he'll be, let's go take a gander. Let's go take a gander at his Instagram. Motherfucker, you ain't fooling me, Fury. I'm a big fan, though, man, but you ain't fooling me, man. You ain't fooling me. Like, he be doing, like, these glamour shot angles, trying to fool the people. Like he had, like, the, let me show you. He wore the T-shirt at the media workout. He's still a little flabby. It's okay. We not judging you, bro. Look, the glamour shot. Look how the ropes obscure what's going on. And there's plenty shots like that on like Twitter too. Where you be thinking like, man, it's okay. You still everybody know you. Don't get me wrong. Like, even at his weight, he's still sharp. So you'll think like, man, he real thin right here. But he's not. Was this old? When was this? I guess the point is, it's okay that people are going to be like, yo, that motherfucker's still fat this weekend. Like, it's a story itself for him to have lost so much weight. That's a story. And then to come back to be in heavyweight title contention. Is that not a documentary of how he lost motherfucking 120 something motherfucking pounds? It's crazy. So I would expect this weekend, the weigh-in's going to be on Friday. Because it's going to be a lot of Tyson Fury Wilder content on this channel this week, by the way. Oh, and we got to talk about the card. Of course, I'm going to talk about WBO interim 126-pound champion Carl Frampton versus Luke Jackson. It seems as though the Tyson Fury fight has just overshadowed everything that's going on the card. Also, we're going to be providing coverage from the event. Thank you, Mikey, who's also handling the clothing line. He's the head of TstreeT Controversy and FightView 360 over in the UK. So we are credentialed media for the event, thank God. Me, myself, I'm going to be going and talking to Bryant Jennings and hopefully Bob Arum for the Top Rank ESPN card on like Tuesday or Wednesday. So it's going to be a busy-ass week. That's why I took the last like 3-4 days off because we ain't have no mainstream boxing outside of the Golden Boy card on Facebook. But then that went out. The stream went out, so I ended up taking like an hour-long ride around like the outskirts of the city, soul searching by myself on Saturday night. But now, we're back and we're going to be real busy this week. So we already done rambled halfway through this video, so we got another like 8 minutes to catch up to get back on track. And I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. Damn. Let me try to remember. Or we're just going to have to jump into something else. Fuck it. Jump into something else. So, for people who don't think that the fight is going to happen, it's happening. It's looking like it could be in October or likely November. The reason is because Showtime right now with their budget, they're trying to put on 2 pay-per-views within like a 2.5 month span. They're trying to spread the pay-per-views out between Wilder versus Fury and Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence. Now, obviously, the Wilder versus Fury fight is closer. There's still a lot of things that have to be worked out with Spence versus Garcia, but the fight is being worked on. So with that, they're trying to stack up the cards. So I expect, for example, hopefully no crazy ass shit happens and Francesco Pianeta, because he dude probably pissed. You know, ain't nobody been talking about him. 6'5", 35-4-1. I mean, he did lose to Kevin Johnson, though, and Ruslan Chagiev by knockout in the first round. I covered the Vladimir Klitschko fight. I mean, what if he say, man, this is my motherfucking chance. I'm going to knock motherfucking Tyson Fury out. He was too fat. And I'm sick of him. What if he I'm sick of him, you know, not talking about me? For example, I was looking at some BT Sport boxing stuff on like social media. Wait, this is old. Y'all saw that one already. It was something else. I was like, they not really, you know, like, for example, this is how they listed Tyson Fury press conference. Is Francesco Pianeta going to be there? You know, what about Luke Jackson? So what if he come in like, man, fuck that shit, man. I'm going to knock Tyson Fury the fuck out. Wilder, I want you. But I expect, you know, at the end of the fight for the fight to be announced for Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. And then for some type of press tour in New York and maybe L.A., you know, I know they're going to do something, you know, and they're going to try to pump as much money out of this as possible. Also, I would like to know, you know, how much are they paying Tyson Fury? Because I truly believe, despite what you may think, you know, let's just be open-minded here. Let's say, if you don't believe it, but I do, but let's say, what if Showtime did have that money, that $50 million? How much is Tyson Fury going to get? Because you got to think that they're giving him a shitload of money or a career high payday. Maybe around how much he got for Klitschko, maybe more. How much did he get for Klitschko? You know, so with that being said, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, the promotional machine for this fight picks up like crazy. And I really would like to see Tyson Fury shed that playful image a little bit, because it's fun that, you know, he likes to sing and all that shit, and his voice is supposed to be coming back, you know, after being punched in the throat, allegedly in sparring. Some people said it was the cocaine drip, you know, some shit like that. But I think being punched in the throat is like, you know, because his shit is fucked up. My voice was fucked up kind of like that for like 6 months. If you go look at my videos around like April of about March of 2015 until about later on that year. And then I just took like a long ass hiatus. But moving on, you know, as you understand, you know, I haven't mentioned a certain person's name not once in this video. And he's going to be fighting Alexander Povetkin on September the 22nd. Because you know why? Because right now in the boxing world, even though he whose name shall not be spoken versus Povetkin is a huge fight, and it will do huge numbers overall in boxing news. Wilder versus Fury is where it's at. Excellent move by Wilder's team to, you know, get this done and start building the buzz for it. It's a shame that if Tyson Fury loses, you know, people are going to be like, well, you know, he should have never stepped up too soon. You know, it was too early and everything like that. But he's a former world champion, man. Like, this type of shit has happened throughout history. If you're supposed to be so good, you should be able to take a layoff and come back. He's getting one fight under his belt and he's going straight for the gusto. You know, and then if he wins in that Fury versus he whose name must not be spoken is going to be crazy big, but it's likely if Fury wins that it's from my understanding, from what I've been hearing, nothing's confirmed, is that they're saying they're going to fucking milk this shit and run this shit into the fucking well. Like, they're going to milk it till the well is dry. It's going to be nothing but that clay shit down there. And, you know, that shit going to be fucking bone dry. I'm talking about a 2-fight deal. A 2-fight deal where if Wilder wins, he's still going to fight Fury again. If Fury wins, obviously rematch clause for Wilder because he's the champion. Luis Ortiz is trying to get in the mix. Gerald Big Baby Miller is over there with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn is trying to milk him and get him, you know, to fight Luis Ortiz and some shit. I saw the Boxing Voice video. You know, so it's you know, I'm enjoying like how the heavyweight division right now is in a bit of a mini tournament, except for that fucking bullshit, fucking Trevor Bryan. It's not Trevor Bryan's fault. I'm not disrespecting him. That bullshit Trevor Bryan WBA title and Manuel Charr versus Fresno Quindo, that's around because of a court order WBA world bullshit title. What acronym can we use? World Bullshit Association? Nah, that's too. We got to use something else. That's too, like, you know. They're the World Bullshit Association. They got 4 cruiserweight champions. How did they make BJ Flores versus Trevor Bryan? That's a whole nother video. Let's hope that Tyson Fury is serious this weekend and he does a job on Francesco Pianeta. Let's hope that when they get into the ring, when Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder confront each other, that is not all cringy and, you know. But Wilder do be saying some crazy ass shit, especially when he goes in the Pastor Wilder phase, you know. But I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. Please subscribe.